All right, so we've all seen what AI can do with text, right? But what's next? Well, the next big frontier is visuals. Today, we're going to dive into how AI is completely changing the way we see, the way we design, and how we bring our wildest ideas to life.
Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever had that moment, that flash of inspiration where the perfect image for a presentation or maybe a social media post just pops into your head? You can see it crystal clear.
And then reality hits. You're not a graphic designer, you don't have the fancy software, or heck, maybe you just don't have the time. That frustrating gap between a brilliant idea and an actual, tangible visual, I think we've all been there. But guess what? That's all starting to change, and fast. So, for a while now, AI has been amazing with words. But now it's learning to see, to hear, and to create in ways we used to think were, just for us humans. We're breaking out of the text-only box and stepping into a world that's way more interactive and way more visual. I mean, just stop and think about this for a second. We're talking about the ability to generate a whole video from just one sentence that you type out. Or how about this? You take a few pictures of your products and an AI drafts a professional marketing email for you. This isn't some far-off sci-fi stuff. This is happening right now. And this whole powerful capability, it actually has a name. It's the key to everything we're talking about, and it's called multimodality. It sounds a bit technical, I know, but let's break down what it really means. Okay, so multimodality. It sounds complicated, right? But the core idea behind it is actually super simple. And to really get it, we just have to start with one single word, modality. A modality is just a fancy word for a type of format. That's really it. Text? That's one modality. An image? That's another one. Audio? Yep, a third one. You get the idea. Pretty straightforward, right? Right, so if a single modality is like one instrument, say a violin, then multimodality is the entire orchestra playing together in harmony. It's all about combining these different formats. Instead of just telling an AI what you want using only text, now you can show it with an image. This gives the AI so much more rich, detailed context. It helps it understand exactly what you're trying to do. Okay, so we've got this really powerful concept down, but how does it actually work in the real world? Let's take a look at the kind of creative tools that are bringing all of this to life. For instance, let's talk about a model like Nano Banana Pro. It's a great example of this new wave. At its core, its job is to take your instructions, and that could be text, an image, or a mix of both, and then generate a totally new, high-quality visual that really matches what you had in your head. But here's the thing, using a tool like this isn't just about making cool pictures. It's actually about building brand new, really valuable skills. Skills that are becoming, frankly, essential in a lot of jobs today. So what exactly are we talking about here? It really comes down to three big things. First up is visual storytelling. This is the ability to create custom images that perfectly capture your idea without needing to be a wizard in some complicated design software. Next, there's multimodal fluency. This is about getting good at prompting with both images and text to get exactly the style, the lighting, the composition you want. And finally, you get a streamlined workflow. Think about it, generating and tweaking your words and your pictures all in the same place. It's a game changer. All right, so that's the theory. But how does this actually look in your day-to-day job? Let's get practical and look at some real-world examples. So let's break it down by a few roles. Say you're in marketing. You could instantly whip up a custom social media image for a new product launch. No more waiting. If you're in sales, imagine creating super engaging visuals for your slide decks that actually grab people's attention. And hey, if you're an educator, think about designing unique visual aids for your lessons right on the spot. These applications are practical and they're immediate. So when you pull all of this together, you start to see that this isn't just some fun new tech toy. It's something more fundamental. It's really a tool for unlocking your own creative potential. The real end goal here isn't just about making one single image for a poster. It's way bigger than that. It's about closing that gap. The one we talked about right at the start. It's about finally having the power to take those abstract ideas floating around in your head and turn them into real, concrete visual assets, and to do it instantly. And that really just leaves one final question for you to think about. Now that the barrier between having an idea and actually creating it is smaller than it has ever been, what's the first idea you're going to bring to life?